In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on November 26, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Lakers vs. San Antonio Spurs. This Saturday, the Los Angeles Lakers will travel to San Antonio, Texas to take on the San Antonio Spurs. These 2 teams played on November 20th as the Lakers walked away with a 123-92 win. The Los Angeles Lakers are coming into this one after falling to the Suns 115-105. The Lakers continued to struggle on the offensive end of the court as they only shot 18.2% from 3. They will have to be more efficient with the ball in their hands if they want to challenge the Spurs on the road. The San Antonio Spurs are entering this matchup after losing to the New Orleans Pelicans 129-110. The Spurs struggled on both ends of the floor in that game, as they will have to show more energy at home if they want to take care of business against the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are starting to heat up now as they've won 4 of their past 5 games, and they will be eager to stay hot after last night's 105-94 road win over the Spurs. Anthony Davis led the team with 25 points, 15 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. LeBron James added 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals, while Lonnie Walker chipped in with 18 points. As a team, the Lakers shot 48% from the field and 8 of 27 from the 3-point line as they dominated right from the start and outscored the Spurs by 59-41 in the first half, before they clamped down defensively and held the Spurs to just 19 points in the fourth quarter to win comfortably in the end. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Spurs have been in terrible shape as they've lost 12 of their past 13 games overall, and they will be hoping to arrest a 7-game slide after last night's loss to the Lakers. Tre Jones led the team in scoring with 19 points and 5 assists on 7 of 13 shooting. Devin Vassell added 18 points. Keldon Johnson scored 15 points, while Jeremy Sochan chipped in with 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. As a team, the Spurs shot just 38% from the field and 6 of 33 from the 3-point line as they struggled to find their offense and fell into an early 20-point deficit, which they made a run at until the fourth quarter, where they went ice cold to allow the Lakers to slip away. Looking at the betting trends, the Lakers are 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 road games, 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games playing on 0 days rest, and 5-11 against the spread in their last 16 games overall. The Spurs are 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 home games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-2-1 in the last 8 meetings overall, and the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in San Antonio. The Lakers had listed James as doubtful before last night's game, but he was able to suit up and he will likely be available again, which is bad news for the Spurs, who really struggled for points last night. Beverly being suspended is a blow, but Anthony Davis is playing at an MVP caliber level, while Westbrook has also started to find success and should be able to replace Beverly easily in the starting lineup. Along with that, the Spurs have been terrible defensively, which should allow Los Angeles to score a ton of points. It also should be a mismatch down low, as Davis will be able to bully Poeltl in the post to get the rebounds and second chance points for the Lakers. It's always tough to beat the same team twice in a row in their own building, but the Spurs have been the coldest team in the league over the past 3 weeks, and I believe that their struggles continue in this one. Make this line make sense. The Los Angeles Lakers just got LeBron back and comfortably beat the Spurs last night. Now, same match and with their best player back, and we only have to lay 3.5 points. Sign me up. The San Antonio Spurs have lost 7 straight games, and they're getting their boost smoked in these losses. In fact, the Spurs are losing their last 5 games by an average of 19 points. So the Los Angeles Lakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Back-to-backs usually have players resting and playing at a slower pace. Even though both these teams play defense poorly, they did meet on November 20th and combined for just 215 points. even though they both play at a fast pace, as the Lakers are playing at a pace of 104.7, which ranks second in the NBA, while the Spurs play at a pace of 103.9, which ranks sixth. It should slow down on a back-to-back. As well, both have terrible offensive ratings and efficiency, so even if there are more possessions, both will struggle to get baskets, especially San Antonio. Meanwhile, in the Lakers' last 8 games, they are averaging 228 points per game. San Antonio, meanwhile, is averaging 227 points per game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Phoenix Suns. A pair of teams from the Western Conference take the floor in the Valley of the Sun, looking to pick up a victory on Thanksgiving weekend. The Utah Jazz are on the road as they make the trip to face the Phoenix Suns Saturday night. Utah was in action against Golden State Friday night on the road in the front half of a back-to-back set that concludes here. The Jazz were beaten 125-116 at home by Detroit Wednesday night in their previous contest, losing outright as an 11.5-point favorite. Phoenix was at home against Detroit Friday night in the front half of their back-to-back set. The Suns knocked off the Lakers 115-105, covering the 9.5-point spread in the process. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Suns own a 99-95 advantage, but the Jazz took a 134-133 home win in the first meeting this season on November 18th. The Utah Jazz have been in poor form lately as they've lost 6 of their past 8 games overall, and they will be hoping to avoid a 4th straight defeat after last night's 129-118 road loss to the Warriors. Lauri Markkanen led the team with 24 points on 9 of 17 shooting. Kelly Olynyk and Jordan Clarkson each scored 21 points, while Colin Sexton chipped in with 13 points and 7 assists. As a team, the Jazz shot 47% from the field and 11 of 45 from the three-point line, but they weren't switched on defensively to start the game and were always fighting an uphill battle after getting outscored by 37-23 in the first quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had a night to forget as he scored just 8 points on 3 of 11 shooting, while Talen Horton-Tucker finished scoreless on 0 of 5 shooting. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Suns have been in good form as they've won 4 of their past 5 games, and they will be looking to build on their current 3-game win streak after sneaking past the Pistons in a 108-102 home win last night. DeAndre Ayton led the team with 28 points and 12 rebounds on 11 of 13 shooting. Devin Booker added 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Cameron Payne tallied 16 points with 10 assists, while Mikal Bridges chipped in with 15 points. As a team, the Suns shot 48% from the field and 7 of 29 from the three-point line as they struggled to gain any separation from the pesky Pistons until the third quarter, where they poured in 31 points to start to pull away. Torrey Craig had a rough night as he finished with just 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Looking at the betting trends, the Jazz are 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Suns are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 home games, 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games playing on 0 days rest, and 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games against a team with a winning record. Head-to-head, the over is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings overall, and the Jazz are 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 meetings overall. The Jazz will again be missing Mike Conley and Leandro Bolmaro, while the Suns are still without Chris Paul and Landry Shamet. The Utah Jazz were predicted by many in the business to finish at or near the bottom of the Western Conference when the season opened. After trading away Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, they were left with minimal production to fill the void. They have shattered expectations and come out firing, with Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson leading the charge. Their juice from the start of the year may be starting to fizz. They lost to the lowly Pistons at home, and in their prior game, fell to the Denver Nuggets without their best players. Utah is having injury problems of its own. Mike Conley will likely miss this game, and they lack a reliable point guard to replace him. Although Phoenix will be without Paul, they are a finely tuned machine, continuously winning without many of their supporting players. The Jazz have really gone off the boil lately, and they allowed a slow start to really cost them in last night's loss to the Warriors. The Suns are coming into this one as the team in better form, but they were far from convincing in their narrow win over the lowly Pistons last night. The Utah Jazz are quickly coming back to earth with losses in 6 of their last 8 games, and playing on the end of a back-to-back doesn't help them here. The Phoenix Suns have made an example out of lesser teams over the last 2 seasons, and this is one of those spots. It's just hard to trust the Jazz given their current form, as it's starting to feel they're becoming the team many expected to see from the start. I'd be tempted to take the Jazz if they were in better form, but they've really cooled off lately and are only 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games. So the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Suns and Jazz are both in action Friday night and will be on the second leg of a back-to-back for this game. It remains to be seen who sits for these back-to-backs because the NBA does not release their lineups until mere hours before tip-off. As of the making of this video, nobody is predicted to sit, but considering the Jazz are on the road Friday and Phoenix is banged up, this will be a lower scoring game than anticipated. Utah is fourth in the NBA in points per game, but a lot of that had to do with their offensive explosion over the first 2 weeks of the season. Markkanen and company are beginning to ease up from that electric start. The Suns will put the clamps down defensively, and this game will go below the projected total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.